So the next muscle that we're going to work on is the calf muscle. This muscle tends to get quite tight, and a lot of the time, and most people don't realize it, but they're actually leaning forward. When I take a lot of structural images or postural photos, one of the most common patterns that we see is people leaning forward. And that means that the calves end up under a lot of strain. Now, those muscles also get tight when we get stressed. So this is a nice little release, and that will both help with your posture, will help with your ankle mobility, and yeah. So again, I'm going to use, I like a piece of PVC piping. You can alternatively use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, but I just find this much easier. Now you've got a couple of options. So you see I've sat down on my bum, I've got my hands here, and you can literally just do that. You'll see my foot is on the floor. It kind of depends on how tight your calves are. Now, if you want a deeper release, you can pop the other leg on top, and that will obviously increase the pressure on the calf. Now again, what I'm looking for is areas of tension that are, and this will probably be sore, and you're just gonna, when you find them, rock just back and forth. You don't have to, you could literally just sit here. I like rocking. Now, if you want to, again, you want to do this for a good 30 seconds or so, or at least until you find that it's become less tender. If you want to increase the pressure again, you just have to lift your bum up. Now this will be a little more challenging, especially if you don't have the upper body strength. So you don't really need to do that. You can literally just start with this. And like I say, you're going to spend at least probably 2 minutes on one calf, just looking for all those tight spots. I tend to find for myself that I'm tighter at the bottom of the calf and right at the top. And this is probably the more common area of tension. Yeah, so give that a whirl. So again, we've got the lovely Jenny here demonstrating. You can see she's actually popped herself up onto her hands. Something I didn't mention is that you do, this is actually, I mean, again, it's good exercise, and it's just something you to consider. You have to hold yourself up there for a good couple of minutes. You can alternate as well. You can take breaks, but again, you want to focus on the most important thing is that we're just getting the pressure on that calf muscle. And again, you can see how she's just rocking backwards and forwards, just very gently. It's quite tight, isn't it, Jenny? And again, she's got a timer there on her phone, and she's gonna do that for about 2 minutes. One of the things that Jenny's also just noticed is that without going up onto her hands, there wasn't enough pressure. And my suggestion then is, if there's not enough pressure and you're having to really work to get, like to feel like it's tender or it's tight, then you might just need to move higher up into the calf. There's no point just sitting there for 2 minutes on one spot that's not particularly uncomfortable or tight. You must find spots that feel tight or sore and release those.